February 11, 1970. Japan's Lambda 4 rocket launches a test satellite, Osumi, into orbit, making Japan the fourth nation to launch a satellite, after USSR, USA, and France. April 13, 1970. The Apollo 13 mission fails following an explosion. Abandoning the mission to save their lives, the astronauts climb into the lunar module and slingshot around the moon to return back to Earth.
Hey, we've got a problem here.
What did you do?
Nothing, I stirred the tanks.
Whoa. Hey.
This is Houston. Say again, please?
Houston, we have a problem.
April 24, 1970. The People's Republic of China launches its first satellite, Dongfang Hong-1, on a Long March 1 rocket, becoming the fifth nation capable of launching its own satellites into space. April 19, 1971. The Soviet Union launches the world's first space station. Salyut 1 was designed to operate for 6 months, in low Earth orbit. June 6, 1971. Soyuz 11 launches successfully, docking with Salyut 1. The 3 cosmonauts are killed during re-entry from a pressure leak in the cabin. October 28, 1971. The United Kingdom successfully launches its Prospero satellite into orbit on a Black Arrow rocket, becoming the 6th nation capable of launching its own satellites into space. March 3, 1972. Pioneer 10 was the first to leave the solar system. Fly beyond Mars. Fly through the asteroid belt. Fly past Jupiter. Cross the orbit of Neptune, and the first spacecraft to use all nuclear, electrical power. May 14, 1973. A Saturn V rocket launches Skylab, the United States' first space station, occupied for about 24 weeks, between May 1973 and February 1974. April 19, 1975. Aryabhata was India's first satellite, named after the famous Indian astronomer, launched from Kapustin, a Soviet rocket launch and development site, in Astrakhan Oblast. July 20, 1976. NASA's Viking 1 made the first successful landing on Mars. The Soviet Mars 3 lander claimed a technical first with a survivable landing in 1971, but contact was lost seconds after it touched down. July 11, 1979. Skylab, the first American space station, crashes back to Earth and lands in Esperance, Western Australia.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Giant
April 12, 1981. Space Shuttle Columbia lifts off from Cape Canaveral, beginning the first space mission for NASA's new astronaut transportation system. June 18, 1983. Sally Kristen Ride, aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger, becomes the first American woman in space, and the third female in the world, after cosmonauts Tereshkova and Svetlana. January 28, 1986. Challenger broke apart 73 seconds after launch when its external tank exploded, killing all 7 astronauts, and grounding the shuttle fleet for more than 2 years.
In 1986, the shuttle Challenger exploded about 74 seconds after takeoff, killing all 7 astronauts inside. Or did it? It turns out that 6 of the 7 are still alive and kicking today. Ellison Onizuka claims to be his identical twin brother, Claude. Yeah, I've got an identical twin brother, Claude, too. The Challenger pilot, Mickey Smith, hasn't even bothered changing his name. He's now Professor Michael J. Smith of University of Wisconsin. Now, Krista McAuliffe was a bit of a sneaky one. She was the Challenger payload specialist, quite famous for being a teacher. It turns out during her astronaut days she was using her middle name, Krista, and now she goes by her first name, Sharon, and she's a Syracuse law professor. The Challenger commander, Francis Richard Scobie, is now Dick Scobie, which sounds like a rather unpleasant disease, CEO of Cows in Trees Limited. Judith Resnick, the Challenger mission specialist, again hasn't even bothered changing her name. She's a professor at Yale Law. And finally, Ronald McNair, another Challenger mission specialist, claims to be his identical twin brother, Carl McNair. What are the odds?
T-minus 1 minute and counting.
You packed a Pepsi Max, right? Ah! Wait. Oh, we got this, baby! Ah. Hold on! I'll take the stairs!
Liquid hydrogen tank is at flight pressure.
Wait! Do you have any change? Check up there! Hurry up! In here! Ew! You got a situation here! I've got it under control!
7, 6.
I'm a good man! You're a good man! We're good men! Ah!
3, 2, 1.
Can I get one of those? We're fired.